Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. We are again in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades. And I say this because during the day, you have the algorithms and the day traders. They are in control of the price midday. In the last hour, and in particular in the last few minutes, the large financial institutions come in. They take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider them to be the smartest money because they're dealing with the most money, best information, best technology, and I believe that the closing prices are the most valid prices. So if you buy or sell right before the close, you're getting as close as you can to the most valid price based upon your levels, whether you're keeping something, buying something, getting rid of something. So I believe being an end of day trader does offer a good edge in your trading, and that's what we're all looking for, is an edge. So thank you all for coming today. I appreciate you being here. It's always nice to see everyone. I hope you're having a good trading day. I hope you are having a good day in general. I appreciate the time that you spend here, and I hope by doing so that it's helping you improve your trading and your investing. So currently, the Dow is up 159 points, up again, up 0.44%. The NASDAQ up again, up 39.99 points, up 0.26%. And the S&P up 18 points, up 0.40%. I think the IWM, which is the Russell, I don't know if it went positive on the day. It did. So that went positive on the day as well. So, all right, well, here's the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at my current swing positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I am going to manage them going forward. After that, I did have day trades today that I'm going to share with you. It's been a really good day trading day. Really, really good. So I'll share those with you as well. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' current positions, talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and how they are performing. After that, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about trader psychology. I mention this each day, but trader psychology, the ability to control your emotions when you're in trading, is the number one skill you will ever hope to develop in trading. And it's one of those skills that you have to develop in order to be a long-term profitable trader. And that's what we all want to do, right? Is be long-term profitable traders. So we'll spend some time on trader psychology. I do have some potential end-of-day candidates today that I am considering entering new positions, new daily swing positions on. I have gone down through my watch list. I've gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner, and that is where I've identified I do have 3 requirements before I look to get into any trade. First, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2-to-1, based upon your support below you and your resistance above you. I need to be able to make 2 times or more to the upside to make the asymmetrical math work. And then lastly, I need a complete trading plan, regardless of the market I'm trading, regardless of the strategy that I'm using. And for me, it includes the following. 1, first of all, I need to position size based upon the market's current volatility. Number 2, I need to know what my maximum allowed loss is. Number 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. Number 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. Number 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. Number 6, I need to know where significant overhead resistance levels are. And number 7, I need to have a good trailing stop methodology in place so that if I have a profitable trade, I have levels, I have rules to get me out before it goes crashing all the way back down. Because that's the worst, right? Having a profitable trade and letting it turn into a negative trade. Professional traders do everything they can not to let that happen, hence the trailing stop methodology. All right, so using those criteria, I am going to go down through the potential end of day candidates. If I find something that makes sense, fits all the checks all those boxes, I will go ahead and buy it right before the market closes. after the market closes. If anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. If you need any clarification on anything, please let me know. If there are any stock symbols that you would like me to look at, please put them in the live stream. I will do my very best to get to them and comment on them before the close of the market. And then lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, if you could please wait until after the market's closed before letting me know about them. That way the pressure's off, I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get everything updated. Okay, so next up, U.S. legal disclaimer. I will be back in 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Okay, have my microphone on? I do. Steve Burns is here. Steven, thank you for coming today, sir. Always appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for spending time with us here each day. I always appreciate it. I don't take it for granted, and it's just a great thing about this podcast that we're here. We could ask Steve questions, but thank you, bud, and I hope you, Holly, and the dogs are all doing well. There is Michael Wilkinson. Good to see you, Lova. Michael says, hey, everyone. Angela R. is here. Hi, Angela. Thank you for coming. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Steve Burns says AVTR and BYD currently have 520 EMA crossovers, and IBB currently has a 530-day crossover. Okay, let's take a look. AVTR does have a crossover. There was a 1 day of sideways motion, but yes, 520 crossover. Let me put that on my list today while we're at it. And let's see, AVTR. Let me do a little math. The math that I'm doing, I'm taking my maximum allowed loss, I'm dividing it by the value of the 2 ATR, and magic presto tells me exactly how many shares to buy based upon the current market volatility. And I think this is a very, very important part of trading. And there's your 520 crossover. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly in the value zone, there was quite a lot of supply that came into the market here. We've tried to rally. We have some resistance to the 1 ATR channel up there that may come into effect. We did reject the 50 SMA today as well, which I don't like that too much. Let's look at BYD, which is Boyd Gaming. Does have a 520 crossover, 65.47, 65.44. I don't like this big bar here. This big bar scares me, so I'm going to leave that one off. And then IBB has a 1030. Is that what Steve said? 530. Oh, I do have IBB. I like this. I like that it came out of the sideways motion. It also above the 2nd ATR channel. Unfortunately for me, this violates one of my rules. I do not buy over the 2nd ATR channel, but on the bright side, we're over the 200-day moving average. We triggered a fractal here. It is strong. That looks pretty good. Steve says, IT chart has enormous earning gap and puke today. All right, well, it should be interesting. Oh boy. So lots of people needed it at the open, but then it reversed significantly. Yep, pretty bearish bar for sure. David is here. Hi, Greg and fellow traders. Nice to see you, David. Hope you're doing well, sir. Marco says, hi, Greg and traders. Always good to see you, Marco. Johnson says, hi, Greg and all. Hi, Johnson. Paxton says, hello, Greg and everyone. Hey, Packy. Angela R says, Tesla love. Well, Tesla, I actually traded Tesla quite a bit today. Finally, one day that we have not gone up. It's an inside bar. This may tell us that we might have some sideways motion, range bound price action today. I wouldn't buy this here. I wouldn't sell this here other than day trading, which I did here. So I don't really see anything on that. And then love. Yeah, well, V1 false breakout to the upside, V1 to the downside. These are both bearish, double top with the bearish divergence. I don't think I would short this here, but this looks more like a short than a long to me. Ideally for me, Angela, I would like this to come back into the value zone. The value zone is between this green line and this green line. Anywhere in this area is the value zone. I like to buy in value, sell above value. So right now, I would like to see this come into the value zone, get some support, go sideways, have a false breakout to the downside with the V1. That's where I would enter along, like right here. Here's a nice V1 right here that worked. V1 is when you have day one, day two washes out or goes below day one by quarter ATR and then closes above day one's close. It's a great trigger to enter any trade, and that V1 worked like a champ. But as is right here, I don't see anything. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you, as always, for everything that you do for this channel. Always appreciate your wonderful poems. Kamal is here. Hello, traders. Kamal, good to see you, bud. Nice chatting with you earlier. Hope you're having a good day. And thank you also for everything that you do for this channel. Everyone contributes so many things, and I'm really appreciative of that. Tracy says, hi, all. Good to see you, Tracy. There's my friend Ava. Ava, good to see you. Greetings to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And Angela says, thank you. All right, let's get to it and see what's going on here today. Okay, earnings after the bell Wednesday. So did not want to forget about that. We have Lova, Bacon Bandit, and I did buy Hyatt Hotels. It's exactly what I was talking about before, Angela. When we have a strong up move, we have a pullback into the value zone. We have sideways motion. Here was the V1 trigger at 83.08 was the entry price. Move sideways as always. As it moves up, I always take partial profits, not huge percentage profits, but I always take a percentage of my my holdings off whenever the market moves my way. And again, bought at 83.08, moved up nicely, took profits, got to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level, meaning if I get a close below the previous day's low, I get out of half. That happened 2 days ago. It did close below the previous day's low after reaching 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. That's a red flag to me, and that's why I did it. So locked in half profits at about 85.28. Yesterday we went up, hit a profit target, down today, holding the 50 RSI. If it got back to my entry point, I would get out for break even. Remember earlier I was telling you about how I'm never going to let a nice profitable trade turn into a losing trade. So once it moves 1.5 ATRs from entry, if it ever comes back on a return to value, that is, if it ever comes back to entry point, I would get out. Earnings are tomorrow after the bell, so I will keep holding this. This trade down on the day, but up 0.95% on the trade. Facebook, did buy Facebook along with Lova, David, Ava, Dynamic Duo, and Jonathan. Jonathan bought all the way back here with a rejection of the 250. The rest of us bought a couple days ago when we had a close below, close over the 200-day moving average, bought at 323.52. Yesterday had a nice day up, took some profits. Today took some profits again near the high, 334.13. My end of day stop is a close below the 200-day moving average. This trade down 0.7% on the day, but up 1.34% on the trade. Monster Energy, who is in this with me? Jonathan and Lova. We bought Monster Energy with a double bottom bullish divergence. The trigger was an under 30, over 30. Bought back here on the 27th at 84.91. It is currently 85.72. Did hit one profit target today at 86.08. It did not reject the 50 RSI. So I am holding this particular trade up 0.3% on the trade and up 0.98% on the day and 0.98% on the trade. Overnight SPY trade. I always buy the SPY at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. It's been a great last month using this approach. Yesterday, I bought it at the close at 460.04. Sold it at the open today, 460.25. So not a big gain, but a gain nonetheless. And I will be buying this today at the close, holding it overnight, selling it first thing tomorrow morning at the open. All right, let's go to day trades. This is kind of a combination swing trade, day trade. We did get up near the 200-day moving average as resistance above. When it got there, I did short at 33.27. My stop would have been a close over the 200-day moving average, but this one worked out nice. Once it got to the 200, I just went ahead and shorted it at 33.27. My line in the sand's a close above. So shorted at 33.27. I covered when it came back down to the 250. I knew there would probably be some buyers there, and I was correct. So I shorted at 33.27, and I covered at 32.97. So 30-point gain in Amazon. I am interested in buying Amazon today if it closes over the 250-day moving average. Tesla. All right, I did some short work on Tesla as well. Where is my trade? My gosh. Oh, here we go. I shorted Tesla based upon a fractal. A fractal is a low with two higher lows to the left, two higher lows to the right, or to the reverse, you have a high, two lower lows to the left, two lower lows to the right. Sideways motion always leads to trends. And so here we had a sideways motion. Here's the low with two lower highs above to the right, left, two lower highs to the right. I shorted here at 1175.50. As it broke the low of the range, I covered half at 1167.50. So I shorted at 1175.50, covered half at 1167.50. Then it came back up to my entry point. I did not want to let a winning trade turn into a losing trade, so I took my profits there, and then I had another trade here. Let's see if I can find this for you, clean it up a little bit. Sometimes when I have multiple trades on multiple days, it's kind of a hot mess, and I apologize for that. Okay, here we go. This was my second short on Tesla. We rallied into the value zone. We had a V1 to the downside and a bullish engulfing bar, and we lost the 50 RSI. I shorted here at 1173.30. Had a big down bar, covered a portion at 1166.10. A couple bars later, we had another down move. I covered at 1162. Sideways motion, and then we had a big down move. I got out of the rest of the position. It was nearing the 30 RSI. I didn't want to overstay my welcome, so I shorted at 1173.30, covered at 1166.10, covered at 1162 even, and covered at 1154.50. So that was a good trade. And then, last but not least, I had a quick little trade on Apple. It was getting close to the podcast. And so we had an under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third with the V2. I bought here at 150.24. 2 bars later, I sold at the close of the bar at 150.35 because the podcast was starting, and it looks like that was so far a pretty good idea. So I got in at 150.24, out at 150.53. All right, so let's go over and take a look at your trades now. Here we go. Ava. Great trading lately, Ava. I've got to say, Ava bought this breakout yesterday at 103.25. It's 104.75. It's up 0.71% on the day and nicely up on the trade. So congratulations, Ava. EXPE, Dynamic Duo did buy the 520 crossover on EXPE yesterday, 167.20. Believe it hit their emergency stop today, so down 3.99% on the day and also down on the trade, unfortunately. UPST, David did buy the 520 crossover in the value zone at 344.80. It's 338.95. It is down 1.68% today on the day and also down on the trade. ZTS, Ava, shorted. Oh, Ava, maybe you could tell me the short number. I thought I put this in yesterday. I know it was up here yesterday. Yesterday I know it was up around this area. Maybe you could straighten me out on that. But Ava did short. I believe it was close to 217. It's 213.41 down on the day and up on the trade. Let's see, what do we got here? If I'm right on that price, up about 1.7%. So Ava has been right. Long, short, sideways, doesn't matter. Congratulations, my friend. Kamal did buy shop back here at 1424. It's 1475. It is down 3.44%, but still up on the trade, which is the most important. CRL here, Steve Burns bought CRL with a 520 crossover at 420.98. Had a beautiful run here, and the last couple days down. So down 1.95%, but still Steve is still up on the trade. So congratulations, Steve. LRCX, Lova bought LRCX with the combination of a V2, closed back over the 250, bought it at 572.70. It's 573.72. It is up on the day and up on the trade. Beyond Meat, we have Steve, we have Tom, who bought the deep dip buy on Beyond Meat, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, bought at 95.13. It had a nice move up. It is down a bit today, 1.33%, but this particular trade up nicely, up 3.06%. Snap, we have Kamal and Jonathan. Kamal bought this at 52.52. It's 52.22. It is down 3.26% today. Jonathan bought it yesterday with an under 30, over 30 at 53.90. So this one down 3.28% today, and actually down on the trade for both gentlemen. Cisco, holy moly. Whoa, this is fantastic. I did not notice this earlier. Dynamic Duo and Lova bought Cisco with a higher low V2 here at 55.65. It's 57.70. It's up 2.85% on the day, and this particular trade up 3.57. Way to go, Dynamic Duo and Lova. I'm proud of you guys. BIIB is Michael Martin, under 30, over 30, bought this at 269.90. It's 271.57. It is down on the day, but it is up on the trade, which is the most important. AGQ, big down day today. Ava had a beautiful trade on AGQ. She caught the very bottom here at 30.26 with an under 30, over 30, 30.26. It's down 4.33% today. I know she's been scaling out on the way up, and this trade up over 16% for Ava. So way to go, Ava. TNA, another great trade by Ava. V1 in the value zone, bought at $87. It's $100.59, up 1.19% today. And this particular trade up 13.49%. Ava, wow. EQIX, another great trade by Ava. Under 30, over 30, under the 200, over the 200. Bought at 750.30. It's 835.47. It's up 0.6% today. And Ava is up 10.24% on the trade. Zoom. Michael Martin bought Zoom with an under 30, over 30 at 256.74. It's 278.81. It is down 0.07% today, but Michael is up 7.92% on that trade. Nice triple bottom, bullish divergence. Trigger was an under 30, over 30, and what a nice trade. VRM. Dynamic Duo bought VRM with an under 30, over 30, and a V1, bought at 19.54. It's 19.86. It's down 2.74% on the day, but it is up on the trade. Boeing, David Dynamic duo Kamal. Kamal bought all the way down here at 206. The rest looks like they bought about 206.50 with an under 30, over 30 V1 rejection of the -1 ATR channel. This one is down 0.85% today, but on the trade up 2.94%. So that's a beauty right there. Verizon, I still have Michael Martin in Verizon with a higher low V1 at 53.14. It's 52.62. It's down 0.62% and also down on the trade. XLU, we have Gary Bacon Bandit Lova bought this higher low intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average at 65.08. It's 67.04. It's down just a little bit on the day, but it is up 2.86% on the trade. Ooh, we have a lot of positions here. Steve Burns did buy West Pharmaceutical with a 520 crossover. Bought it at 428.10. It's 435.55. It's up 2.06% today, and it is up about 1.72% on the trade. Tel down a little bit. Frank's had a beautiful trade. V1 trigger in the value zone at 337. It's 415. It has a 4 handle now. This trade up 18.8%. Way to go, Frank. Pfizer. Gary bought Pfizer with an under 30, over 30 here at 41.32. We had earnings. I don't know if Gary held through. Probably not. But I got out yesterday out of this position because I don't hold through earnings. Obviously would have been a good idea, but that's just a rule I don't break. But if Gary's still in that for some reason, fantastic. And then last, we have SPCE. Steve and Lova bought SPCE, Virgin Galactic, under 30, over 30, bought at 18.47. It's 19.42. It's down 0.66% on the day, but the trade is up 4.89%. Woo. All right, that was a mouthful. Let me grab a little drink here of water. Nigma is here. Good to see you, Nigma. Always great to see you, bud. Enigma says, hello, everyone. And let's take a look. BMY. Let's see what Enigma has for us here. 520 crossover. Do not know if BMY backtest well with the 520. Let me see if I can take a look. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb. Let's see. So 520 exponential day of cross. All right, here are the results on that Enigma. BMY 520 crossover. We'll run the back test. This one back tests negatively. It does not back test positively. The return was a negative 14.6%. So that's why it's always good to back test. You know, it's always good to back test things. ZTS was shorted at 217 for it. I was close. I said 217. So 217.14, even a better price. Way to go, Ava. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. All right. Thanks for all the nice words, Greg. There's still much to improve upon. Of course, for all of us. Frank has a poem for us. Yay. Let me copy this, paste it on over there. All right, here we go. We vote for a stock and hope it rallies, but we don't count our chickens until the final tally. As markets set up stocks like the pins in a bowling alley, traders take aim for a striking finale. Wow, it's fantastic. We vote for a stock and hope it rallies, but we don't count our chickens until the final tally. As markets set up stocks like the pins in a bowling alley, traders take aim for a striking finale. Wow, what a great poem. Can we give Frank a hand on that? That is fantastic. Thank you, Frank. As always, Nimga says, thank you, not surprised. Dividend stocks are mostly to be avoided. Okie dokie, Smokey. All right, everybody. So before we start taking a look at end-of-day trades here, I like to spend a few minutes. I have some Facebook, Twitter channels that I like to follow that always post good information about trading psychology. They understand the importance of it. That's why they post about it all the time. One of my favorites here is Lone Stock Trader. And I never DM first, which means he will not DM you, because there's a lot of fraud stuff out there with people trying to impersonate other people like Steve and myself. But you can follow him at Lone Stock Trader on Twitter. It's a great channel. He always has good information. Do yourself a favor, go and subscribe to his channel. But let's see what Lone Stock Trader has to say today. All traders reach a point on their journey where they have to decide whether they want to be sophisticated and poor or stupid and rich. What does that mean? All traders reach a point on their journey where they have to decide whether they want to be sophisticated and poor or stupid and rich. Listen, what Lone Stock Trader is saying here is that trading can be one of the easiest things in the world. It can be one of the hardest things in the world. There's like no in between. And if you trade price action, if you know where your end of day stop is and you just follow it and you let that stock grow and do what it's going to do without thinking it's going to go down, just following the price action, that is what he's probably considering stupid but rich. If you just have a good trading plan, if you just follow the trading plan, it does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be a complex, integrated, crazy type of trade, which I believe what he means to be sophisticated and poor. You can be as sophisticated and complex in a trade that you want, or you can just make it simple. And really, that's how you're going to make the money. Yesterday I talked about being the first day of the new month, and I've already had a couple traders talk to me about it. And I suggested, look, here's November. For the whole month, let's follow the rules precisely. Black and white, no deviation. Follow your trading plan. Don't get in there and monkey with it. And if you do this, if you do anything for 30 days, it will become a habit. If you do something bad for 30 days, it will become a bad habit. If you do something good for 30 days, it will become a good habit. So my suggestion to everyone, yesterday was the first. We have a whole month. Follow your trading plan to the letter for the entire month and see what happens. Does it mean you're going to have a profitable month? No. But does it mean you're going to instill and create a good, positive habit? Yes, and ultimately, that's what you need to get it done in the market. You can be sophisticated and poor, getting all tricky, getting all cute with your trade. Sometimes it works, but really the best thing is just to be, I don't like the word stupid, but it's here, right? Stupid. How about simple and rich? Sophisticated and poor, or simple and rich? So, something to consider for this month. Follow your rules for 1 month, get those pathways ingrained in your brain where you're following and you're doing the correct thing. And at the very least, it doesn't mean you're going to make money, but at the very least, you're going to instill a positive habit. And in the long run, following your process, having a habit of following your process to the letter is what's going to get it done for you. It's what's going to make you money in the long run. So I think this is a great post. It was really good for me. Thank you, Lone Stock Trader. Hope you're doing well. This was helpful for me. I hope it was helpful for everyone else as well. All right, so before we start looking at new trades, let's go over to old trades here. All right, so Hyatt Hotel down pretty significantly today with the rest of the leisure industry and travel industry. If it were to come down to my break even, I would get out. Glad that I followed my rules, sold half when I was supposed to after it moved 1.5 ATRs from my entry, then had to close below. But as long as it does not get to my entry point, I will remain bullish. Earnings are tomorrow after the bell, so regardless of what happens, I will have to sell. If I keep it today, I will have to sell it tomorrow, either at break even if it gets there tomorrow, or just at the end of the day because earnings are on Wednesday. But down on the day, up on the trade, Facebook, down on the day, but up on the trade. Glad that I hit the profit target way up high when I needed to. And so nothing I have to change with Facebook. MNST, this has been a nice trade. The double bottom bullish divergence under 30, over 30 was the trigger. I also like this sideways motion showing that, you know, there was not enough supply to come into the market to keep it going down. That's good. That could be the first identifier of something going up, and that's exactly what happened. So up on the day, up on the trade. And then of course SPY, overnight SPY trade, had a positive overnight SPY trade, not a big one, but positive nonetheless. And of course I will be buying that at the close as I usually do, and I will sell it first thing tomorrow morning. Frank says, thank you, amazing Ava. Ava is amazing, and her trading has just taken off, and I'm so proud of her. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about Ava and her dedication to this craft, and I'm glad to see it's paying off. Mike says, trading distraction is a bad risk to reward. Nothing is more distracting than a position size too large. It's so true. You know, we only have two things that we have control of in the market. One is how many shares we buy, and two, when we buy something or short something, right? That's why I'm such a stickler on using the 2 ATR to figure out how many shares I'm going to buy. But you're right. I mean, you buy too many shares, and you know the gains and losses are so big that they're going to destabilize you. You kind of have to acclimate to certain dollar amounts, and after a while you will. So I mean, you know, maybe if something goes down $2,000 for me, it's not going to freak me out because I'm used to it. But if somebody new gets into a trade and they're down 2,000 with a smaller account, it's probably going to freak them out. So you have to get acclimated. So, you know, a good rule of thumb, 1% of your total capital is your maximum allowed loss. So if you have 100,000, 1,000, divide the 1,000 by whatever the value of the 2 ATR is on your screen. That will show you exactly the right amount of shares to buy. Angela says, 250,000 on Tesla. Nice. Is that what you made? Holy hamburgers. That's fantastic, Angela. Let's see, TSLA. Where is our TSLA at the moment? So down, so it has rallied, and but it inside bar, right? Inside bar always interesting. It wasn't strong enough to go higher, it wasn't weak enough to go lower. A lot of people will probably be triggering off of Tesla tomorrow, taking the low and taking the high. If it breaks out from today's inside bar, that would probably be a buy for a lot of people. If it goes below this inside bar, it would probably be a short. And that's the power of the inside bar. So congratulations if you made $250,000 on Tesla, Angela. Proud of you. Very, very nice. All right. Let's see what's happening over here. Philip Morris. Philip Morris does have a combination of a intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average and a V1 and a double bottom with a bullish divergence. Here's our previous low, deep red MACD bars. We rallied to green. We've come back down. We've tested and equaled that low. At this level, the MACD bars are not as deep as over here, indicating a loss of selling momentum to the downside. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's kind of not great. It's in between the 1 and the -1 ATR channel. It has broken down to a new low. Let me see if I can back test Philip Morris off of the 200 and see what it looks like. It does test positively, 122.7 compared to 304 buy and hold, but it does test positively for sure. I like the confluence. I like the V1. I like the double bottom, bullish divergence. Philip Morris looks pretty good to me. Amazon. All right, so this was my short earlier in the day. We did have an intraday rejection of the 250. You can see 2 days ago it tested below, went back up. Yesterday tested below, went back up. Today under, tested back up. Good risk to reward ratio. Doesn't mean it has to go up, but it is a decent risk to reward ratio. I don't really like the idea, as I didn't yesterday, that Amazon is down on an up day, but this is definitely a better risk to reward today than it was yesterday. So I do like Amazon as well. Lyft has earnings tomorrow or today after the bell. Oh, today. All right. So I'm going to I thought that was yesterday, but I'm going to just take that one off. Garmin earlier in the day had a close over the 200, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third ATR channel. Now it has lost it. So that is no longer interesting to me. ALNY does have a close above the 200-day moving average, giving it a good risk to reward ratio. Also an under 30, over 30. That's a nice confluence of signals. Let's take a look at the weekly. Well, we're stuck right here at the 50 EMA. We have resistance of the negative 1 ATR channel above. We're certainly going to have, most likely, I shouldn't say for 100% sure, but more likely than not, we are probably going to have some resistance if we rally back to halfway of this big bar. 378,000 shares, not thrilled about that, but it is an under 30, over 30, under 200, over 200 as well. It looks interesting. I think I'm going to pass though. PCOR, Procore, has a return to value, sideways motion, V2. Here is day 1, here is day 2, here is day 3. Tomorrow's, it's on the 4th. So yeah, this could go. So return to value, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside, and a V2, under 50, over 50. This would probably be only a 1-day trade, but that one looks pretty good to me. Ulta, higher low V2. We have the 50 SMA right up here and halfway of this washout bar. It rejected the 50 RSI today, so I think I'm going to let Ulta go. Charter I back tested earlier with a close under, back over the 250. Right now it is untriggered, so I'm going to let that one go as well. AAL, I don't know, could someone back test, could either Steve or Kamal, could you back test an under 200 under 250 over 250? It's a good risk to reward ratio. I tried to back test it with my back testing, but I could not pull that up. So I don't know if anyone has the potential to do that. I would appreciate it. On AAL. Hood, under 30, over 30 was what I was looking for here. It's 29.67, so it's still under the 30 RSI, so that does not work for me. We had a V1 earlier on ALKS, so that one's out. And then we have Zen, under 30, over 30 RSI is the trigger. This one has moved a little bit too much for me. I don't like when they've come from way down, way below 30 to go back over 30, because I think a lot of the move is already there. Huge deep MACD bars here. I think I'm going to pass on this one. So let's see what we have here. We have Philip Morris, double bottom, bullish divergence, rejection of the 200-day moving average. It is up. A lot of signals here, a lot of signals for sure. Amazon, we have tested that 250 3 days in a row. It is a good risk to reward ratio. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly is still holding the 50 SMA, which I like. PKOR, it's a nice return to value, sideways motion, completely legitimate V2, under 50, over 50. Let's take a look at the weekly. We had a kind of a big down bar last week, and we are getting close to halfway of that down bar. We've rallied halfway back, so I think I'm going to pass on that. And then ALNY does have an under 30, over 30. So I'm going to narrow it down here to Philip Morris, Amazon, and ALNY. And put these up here on my potentials. PM and ALNY. So we'll get Amazon intraday rejection of the 250. That would be the trade there. The stop would be a close under the 250. Philip Morris double bottom, bullish divergence, V1 intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average. Weekly, I'm not thrilled about the weekly on Philip Morris actually. So with that being said, I'm going to take that one off, try to narrow it down. And then ALNY, under 30, over the 200. The weekly, don't like that big bar. So for me, it looks like it's going to be Amazon today, as long as Amazon stays above the 250-day moving average. I like the weekly on Amazon with holding the 50 SMA. We have about 13 minutes to go. Johnson says Upwork, 2 consecutive days rejecting the 200. Looks like it's above it right now, but yeah, that's been a significant level, but it is above. Sompours is here. Good to see you, Sompours. Gary, buddy, what's going on? Better late than never. UAL as well. UAL, yeah, the airlines are doing a little better today. Or at least better than they were. Yes, I don't see a 520 crossover. I don't see anything on, I don't see a under 250 over 50, 250 or under 200 over 250 on UAL. AAL under over 250, 322. Oh, so let's put that one back on there. AAL, and thank you for that, Kamal. So AAL is a close above the 250-day moving average. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly has the 50-week moving average there, but that does backtest well, gives you very good risk to reward ratio. MACD did cross over. ALNY off of the 250. Oh, this is the 200 here though, but it does backtest well. Yeah, big bar last week scares me. A lot of supply that came into the market. I think, oh no. My data feed just went out. Well, that's not good timing. Let's see if I can get it back. Hopefully. Whew. That was scary. That's not today's stuff, though. Oh boy, sorry everybody. Technical difficulties here. At the key moment. Gosh darn it. I may have to rely on some of you at this point. I think I got it back. I got it back, but not today's stuff. Oh, there we go. Well, on some of them anyway. Amazon, I'm back on. Okay, well, I guess it's what I'll just have to deal with there until those other ones kick in. Oh, they're kicking in. Okay, good. Chad Carr, nice to see you, Chad. Chad wants to look at GS. Calls had a breakout here. I don't generally buy up in these RSI levels, 66, but it does have a breakout in this market. It definitely could keep going for sure. OH, oh, I thought it was to my break even, but it's not yet, so still hold. Dave says Path has a 520 crossover. Does that back test though? That's the key. And I don't think I'm going to be able to pull up Path on this one. I don't think so. They have to be pretty well-known stocks. Nope. ETF is not available. So, but let's look at the context of the chart anyway. It's not a lot of sideways motion, David, to me. We had this big down bar. We've rejected halfway of that. That concerns me about that. Just my honest opinion. All right. So for me, it looks like going to be a 3-day test of the 250-day moving average on Amazon. We'll see. We'll see if it holds. But that's what I'm looking at today. Nothing else I have to do here unless H gets back to break even. We'll see if that can hold or not. Facebook, fine. Monster, fine. Of course, buying the overnight SPY trade at the end of the day as per usual. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm buying Amazon at the close as long as it closes above the 250. Bitcoin having a nice day today. Came into the value zone, moved sideways, triggered a V2. So that's up 4.57%. Pretty healthy move on Bitcoin. But again, you know, waiting for that dip back into the value zone. I want to buy in the value zone. I want to sell above value zone. Oh, Hood could possibly be closing over the 30 RSI, which it looks like. I think Steve might be interested in that one. Yep, under 30, over 30 with sideways motion here on Robinhood. Weekly, All right, so we have 5 minutes. Ooh, getting very close to break even on Hyatt hotels, in which case I'm going to have to get out of the trade. I'm just going to put a stop loss order in here, a stop order at, what was my entry price? 83.03. All right, so that's off my mind. If it gets there, it goes, and that's that. All right, we have about 5 minutes, everyone. All right, Steve exited CRL for a 2.89% gain with the close under yesterday's low. So he exited CRL for a 2.89% gain. Steve entered AVTR at 39.89 with the 520 crossover. He entered AVTR. He also entered BIB at 94.89 on the IBB charts 520 cross. So he's looking at the IBB chart, looking at the 520 crossover. That's his proxy, but he expressed the trade in BIB at 94.89. Okay. So I will be buying Amazon here with that 3-day rejection of the 250-day moving average. All right, I'm going to buy Amazon right now. And I think I'm done. I think I am done. And again, Steve sold CRL, he bought AVTR, and he bought BIB. Two minutes to go. Or more like a minute and 30 seconds. All right, about 45 seconds on my end. And again, I did buy Amazon today with the intraday rejection of the 250. Ten seconds. All right, there we go. So, okay, that's the trading day. Let me take a look and see where I entered my stuff. I bought SPY today, overnight SPY trade at 461.90, and I bought Amazon at 33.10.49. Okay, so overnight SPY trade getting pretty lofty up here at 461.90, and also bought Amazon at, with intraday rejection of the 250-day moving average, bought that at 33.10.49. All right, so that's me all taken care of. Now, I have a few pieces of business I want to go over quickly, but if any of my students have any entries or exits today that they would like me to update on the board, this would be the time to do it. Go ahead, put them on in there, and I'll get them updated shortly. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a really great course. It's a total of 15 hours, just you and I, 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. I think the best way to learn anything is to learn one-on-one with your instructor. I'll teach you step by step how to use all 5 of the different approaches that I use. I know you're going to be a better trader. It does cost $1,750, but it's worth every penny. I promise you. I've had students all over the world. I've seen them become really great traders, really improve their trading, and I know I can do the same for you. So if you are interested, just send me an email. The email's in the link of this description. And in the email, just say, hey, Greg, I'm potentially interested in taking your course. I will reply and say, hey, thanks for saying hi. Let's set up a Skype call. The Skype call's free. It's not a sales call. I just want to learn more about you, what you're trying to achieve, your trading goals, your trading challenges, and what you're trying to get out of the course. And it's a good time for you to ask me any specific questions about the course and the format and so forth. And then when we're done with the call, you just think about it as long as you want. And one day, if the mood grabs you and you say, today's the day that I really want to become a better trader, just email me back and we'll set it up. We'll get it scheduled and away we'll go. And I promise you it's going to improve your trading. Secondly, I do have an online course available at udemy.com. It's a great course. It's where I teach you the deep dip buy stock trading strategy. Again, I teach you step by step. I've had so many good reviews, so much good feedback from around the world on this course. And the best news is it only costs like $12 or $15 to purchase this course. And don't let the low price fool you. There is 9.5 hours of video. There's 26 videos total. There are 15 study guides. And if you don't have the money to do the one-on-one, I completely understand, but this would be a great place for you to start. I teach you step-by-step, position sizing, profit targets, trailing stops, all the things we talk about. And I told you before, I have the 7 criteria for any trade. I teach you all of those in that course. So the link's in the description of this YouTube video. Go and get it. Go and watch it. You're going to learn a lot. If you have any questions, just come to the live stream. Tell me in the live stream what your question is. I will explain it to you. I will show it to you. And I think that's a good perk of actually taking that online lesson. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps to build the channel, helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. And there's a lot of people out there that need help with trading. If we could get them to this channel, it's going to help them. I'm sure of that. And so you can help me help these new traders by hitting the thumbs up button, and it's kind of a win-win for everyone. So if you could, before you check out of here, I would really appreciate it. Okay, now Steve exited CRL for a 2.89% gain. Congratulations, Steve. He also entered AVTR. And he entered ATVR at 39.89. Okay. All right, and that's Steve with the 520 cross. And then Steve also entered BIB. This is biotech at 94. Oh, got a good price on it too. 94.89. Okay. And what are we going to put on here? We're going to put Steve based on the IBB 520 cross. Okay. And then we also have Steve going long Robinhood. Yep, I kind of figured with the under 30 over 30, and Steve got filled at 34.97. Okay. Okay, good luck on that trade, Steve. Tracy is out of EXPE. Yeah, I kind of figured that one. That's a bummer, but good trade. You followed your rules. That's what's important, the most important. And into ATVR. All right. And that's the dynamic duo. Bacon Bandit is out of Facebook, out of shares. Okay. So we'll take Bacon Bandit off there. Why don't I have Bacon Bandit on here? Okay. And then, good trade, by the way, Bacon Bandit. And then we have Bacon Bandit in AAL. With that cross back over the 250. That's fantastic. Good risk to reward ratio. Kamal is at a snap. Good trade, Kamal. And out of shop. Good trade. Locked in that gain. Way to go, bud. Michael is out of LMT. I don't think I had you in LMT, Mike. I didn't. My apologies. Out of H. Glad you sold half when you did. In Amazon. There's Leva. Gary is also in Amazon. Gary, did you keep Johnson & Johnson? Or was it Johnson & Johnson? Or Pfizer? I can't remember. Through earnings? Oh, out. And he answered my question right there. Okay. Yeah, I figured that's the right thing to do. Okay. Nigma says, it's a good course. It has helped me in my day trading as well. Oh, I'm very glad to hear that. Yep. Any good trading approach can be used on any market, any time frame. But I'm really glad to hear that, Nigma. Thank you. Gary says, thank you, Greg. Hope everyone has a great day. Ava is out of AGQ. The great Ava AGQ trade. Yeah, that makes sense. I kind of had an idea. What a beautiful trade, Ava. Very proud of you. So we're out of AGQ, out of EQIX. That was also another monster trade. Congratulations, Ava. And Leva was also in that one. In BIIB, okay. So I'll put Mike's over here, show him that. And then we'll go like this and put Ava in right there. Okay, so Ava's in BIB. Oh, shucks. I put in the wrong symbol for Ava. All right. What was it? BIIB. Do we not already have BIIB in here? All right. I had it right the first time. All right. Second time around. So she's in BIIB with a 520 retest of the 200, close above VPOC, and strong seasonality. Ava says, thanks, Steve, for BIB. Sompor says, hey, Steve, what is your stop on Hood AVTR BIB? Tracy says, thanks for everything, Greg, Steve, and group. Thank you, Tracy. Let's see what's going on after hours. Amazon's unchanged. Facebook's down. Monster's unchanged. SPY is down. TLT up today. Up after hours, and VIX is up a penny. So listen, if anyone has any new entries, exits, anything they want to contribute, this would be the time. Okay, so I didn't do it right, did I? Sorry, Ava. All right, we'll get this one. Third time is the charm. BIB. Yeah? Okay, so Ava's in BIB. Okay. All right. Oh, I see what's going on here. All right. BIIB and BIB are a little confusing for my small little brain. Okay. All right. Back over to this. So this is from Martin Kornfeld. This is something I try to incorporate in my daily life. It might be something that you might want to consider. I have found that it's been helpful for me as well as other people and animals. But if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. And yeah, the world could always be in a better direction. And literally, if we just did one random act of kindness daily, it would just make the world a better place. If you could go out and do it for an animal, that would be great. They appreciate it. Humans appreciate it. It's going to feel good to you as well. It's a win-win all the way around. So, you know, just doesn't have to be anything that costs money. It could just be a smile, a wave, or being pleasant, giving a dog a little treat, petting them on the head, taking them on a walk. You get the idea, right? So if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. So I always like to leave off with that on a positive note. All right, so the board is growing, but that means stocks are going up. So that is correct. All right, if anyone has anything else to contribute or add, so now would be the time. Otherwise, I'm going to go put my hiking boots on, go for a hike, take the dog. I'm doing hypnosis tonight. I mentioned this last week, but I am working with a hypnotist, and I will be interviewing her about hypnosis and about trading and how they're related and how it can be a positive thing. And I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for that interview, and I hope you will enjoy it, and hopefully you will learn something. Angela says, I will never support PM. Well, technically, I did not either. I did not buy them today. But from a purely technical standpoint, it did reject the 200-day moving average. It did have a V1. It does have a double bottom with the bullish divergence. But I didn't buy it, so mute point, right? Kamal says, thank you, Greg. Have a great day, traders. Thank you as well, Kamal. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. I'm going to call you on my walk. We'll catch up. Michael says, thank you for everything, Greg. You are certainly welcome, buddy. Always nice to have you here. Always look forward to having you, Mike. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Be good, be safe, drive safe, do something nice for someone, do something nice for an animal, study your charts, get some deep breathing done, and, just laugh. Laughing's always good as well. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button on the way out, I would really appreciate that. But I think that's a wrap for today. So take care. And what's tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. Remember, if your garbage is on Wednesday, put it out tonight so that you're not having to chase the garbage man down in that your effort of trying to get him to come back. You know he's never going to come back, right? They just look at you in the rear view and laugh. Can you imagine how many times a day that happens to them? So don't do it. Put it down tonight. Ava says, thank you, Greg, and all. Okay. Thank you, Ava. All right. I think that's it. Have a good one, everyone. Take care now. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.